It just is an amazing opportunity for you if you have not already started to learn something different about you and your money, then now is the time. Now is the place. Because, so many things in your life are dependent upon your opportunity and your relationship with revenue. So tomorrow, we're going to have an amazing recap at 9 a.m. Check the group for your invite. But right now, for everybody that does not have their ticket yet, because today we had a challenge, we wanted to sponsor 100 women to attend for only $10. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you go to bit.ly/moneyfight21. Stephanie, let the moderators know that I'm live right now. But I just want to, if you're curious and you say, well, I don't know. And for those of you who are here and you haven't been here all week, I just want to take you on a quick journey of where we came from. This is the Fight for Your Money, a boot camp agenda. And the first thing we did was we introduced why this boot camp is so important to me. And this boot camp is so important to me because all my life I had to fight. I had to fight to get a better job. I had to fight to get more money. And I didn't realize that I was fighting a losing battle because of the things that I did not know. Some of you are fighting as hard as you can. If you're fighting as hard as you can, go ahead and say me in the chat. You're doing everything you feel like right. You're going to work on time. You're trying to work a second job. You're going in early. You're staying late. You're trying to save. You operating on a budget. That's one thing I learned. They lie about us and money. They act like we out there wasting money. And that's not the truth. The truth is that we don't have as much money to waste. Because if you look around, you see a lot of people in luxury cars, a lot of people taking luxury vacation, and they justify it. Come on now. I need to hear some noise in the chat. They justify it by saying we waste our money on clothes and hair, when the truth of the matter is we have nowhere near the disposable income as other races. We have nowhere near the generational wealth as other races. We just don't. And when it comes to women, it's even worse. So it's not that we're sitting up wasting all of our money when you don't have that much to waste. A Starbucks coffee seems like a lot. When you don't have that much to waste, getting your hair done seems like a lot. Getting your nails done seems like a lot. So the lie is, somebody say the lie. Somebody write the lie in the chat. The lie is that we're wasting our money. And the truth of the matter is that we don't have as much to waste. I think we were watching a Food Network and saw this Japanese restaurant that had been in their family for 800 years. What do we have in our family for 800 years? Somebody please tell me. Do you even know your family 800 years ago? So we're coming from behind. And because we're coming from behind, and because we don't have the right tools to fight with, it's almost a losing battle. But notice how I said almost, because this Fight for Your Money boot camp is about leveling the playing field so that you can fight. This Fight for Your Money boot camp is about getting you comfortable with money so that you can reach out and grab money. This Fight for Your Money boot camp is about getting rid of the issues you got with confidence and being told that you're not good enough and thinking that you got to be this magic individual to make money. Money doesn't care if you're tall, fat, short, black, or white. All money cares is that you do the right work to receive it, protect it, and invest it That's all money cares. So this whole fight this week has been about fighting your mindset, to open your mind set up to understand that as you sow seed, so you will reap, period. And we're going to talk about that tonight when we talk about creating profit. So we gave away some amazing bonuses. If you haven't gotten your ticket yet, these bonuses are worth over $1,000 themselves, teaching you how to set your business up the right way so that you're eligible for some of this money out here, teaching you how to do an assessment in your business so that you can make profit a priority, and then giving you a wealth planning journal so that you can make money an expectation, so that you can give your money an assignment long before it gets here. See, when I wake up in the morning, I expect to receive. Somebody type in, I expect. I expect to receive money from my business. I expect to receive new clients. I expect to receive dividends from investments. I have an expectation on money. And when you put an expectation on money, it shows up. Some of y'all need to start to put an expectation on money, putting a bolo out, being on the lookout for your revenue. Stop acting like, especially once you've done the work, especially once you've done the work, you can't have an expectation for something you haven't done. Let me tell you something. The other day, I saw a book on Facebook that I wanted. They were running an advertisement that you could download the book for $1.99, $1.99. For those of you who know me, you know I'm an avid reader, so I downloaded the book. I hadn't downloaded that book 3 hours before somebody from that company called me and said, what help do you need from our company so that we can work with you? Some of y'all are so afraid to reach out to somebody. I'm not talking about DMing people that you don't even know in your inbox. I'm not talking about sending random messages to strangers. I had downloaded a book from them, which gave them permission to reach out to me and say, can we help with anything further? It's running that type of business that will make you a multi-millionaire. But will you do it? So what do we do day one? We talked about your relationship with money. And we asked that you write a letter to money for giving money, because it's not money's fault you're broke. It's your fault. Round two, when the bell rang, we talked about fear versus money. And do you know what the number one thing we learned? The number one thing we learned is you're so worried about what other people think about you that it's making you fear of success. It's making you afraid of failure. It's making you afraid of not being perfect. It's making you afraid that you're going to get talked about. And the truth of the matter is that you're going to get talked about anyway. Round three, we set big goals for our money, because the word says you have not because you ask not. I tell people all the time, don't get mad at me. If I ask for 5 million and you ask for $5, I get what I asked for, you get what you asked for, end of story. So for those of you who are just joining, make sure you catch the replays. For those of you who have not gotten your ticket yet, we're about to get started. It's not too late. bit.ly/moneyfight21. Use all caps fight in the code to get your ticket for $10 and get in here, get these replays, and get ready to move your money to the next level. I pray that God leads you in the right direction and leads you into this room so that you can learn how to break the generational curses on your money, so you can learn how to break that yoke of poverty that extends over you and your family. It's way more than about $10, y'all. Has anybody understood that yet? It was not about the $20 to get you here. Did anybody catch that yet? That just being here for $20 was a gift. That we could have charged $200, we could have charged $1,000, we could have charged you. This is a year's worth of education about money in 4 days. Some of you have moved light years in your trajectory and your relationship with money. Some of you have had scales fall off your eyes about money. Some of y'all have shifted your spirit about money, and now you're open to spend and receive and know that it's not going to break your back. My, I tell you, my. And see, now let me tell you what I know. I know that as I bless the kingdom, so will I be blessed. I know the more people that I move out of the valley of the dry bones, I know that the further my family gets from that valley. You see, I'm not crazy. The Lord said, take care of my people and I'll take care of you. He said, what you do for others. So I know I got some places to go that can't nobody take me but God. I know I can't get there on an airplane. I know I can't get there on a camel. I know I can't get there on a magic carpet. I know that can't nobody but my Father get me there. And so in order for me to get there, I know I'm going to have to give back to some people in a major way. I'm going to have to get back to his people. So this is part of it. So if you're not in the room, you're doing yourself, your family, your legacy a disservice. Because we talked about being disrespectful to money. When you don't educate yourself about money, you're being disrespectful. So you still got a few minutes to get in the room. Grab your ticket. $10 off to add insult to injury. Don't be that person that's asking for more confirmation after this is what you pray.